Good evening, Prince Thomas of Savoy. Another update coming your way. Compliments of the PTS Entertainment Channel. We've got the usual suspects. Some important information in this segment regarding the opening for June 1. With that being said, Paul, it's all yours.
Okay, thanks, Mark. I'll start out as usual with give you some statistics on where COVID is worldwide, US, Italy, and Connecticut. But worldwide, there's 5.5 million cases and about 350,000 deaths. The US, we have about 1.7 million cases and nearly 100,000 people have died from COVID. In Italy, and all the talk and what you heard in Italy is 230,000 cases with almost 33,000 deaths. Connecticut, we have 41,300 and we have about 3,800 deaths, pretty close to 3,800. Avon, there's 108 cases with 17 deaths. Canton has 79 cases with 24 deaths. Farmington, 192 with 32. Simsbury, 109 with 12. And West Hartford has 574 with 99 deaths. So that kind of gives you a rundown of where COVID is and how it's an update of all the numbers. We announced last week we'll be opening the outside of the club on June 1. We continue to prepare the club for that opening. Brian has been almost working 24/7 down there, getting it squared away, getting what signage we need, tables, all the requirements we're going to have. We plan on coming out a little later this week with an e-blast kind of laying out what phase 1 is and what the requirements and protocols are going to be when you attend the club. So look for that e-blast out there this week. And then if you do have any questions or concerns, please email me or anybody on the board. Again, the one thing to keep in mind, even though we're opening a club, if you're 60 and older, and if you have health issues, you should highly consider not coming to the club and getting into the groups of people. Put it off a couple weeks until all the protocols are down and sound, and we have more control of the COVID situation. Second thing I wanted to say is I talked to Jason, and our scholarships we received for the men's scholarships, we had 6 applications. The scholarship committee, they met virtually. They sent in their recommendations and all. They're going to be going through them this week. By the end of this week, early next week, we'll be announcing the winners. There will probably be 2 or 3 scholarships from the men's side. Based on what I heard from Jason, we'll probably have 3 scholarships because of the number of good candidates we've had out there. Because we're in phase 1 and the state still has some gathering requirements out there, no more than 10 people together, 5 people together. We're going to be canceling the June monthly meeting until we can have more people attend. I think you need a quorum of about 26 people, and just to have everybody together, I think we're going to put it off another month, and hopefully in July we'll get back to our monthly meetings. But I did want to let you know that we're going to be canceling the June monthly meetings as well. And I think that's about all I have. We're going to be working this week, again, getting the club ready to open phase 1. At the same time, we're going to be working on what we need to do and require for phase 2 and 3 at the club. So there'll be more to come on those phases, but you'll hear more about that in the next videos that we have. And that's what I have for this evening, Mark. Lynn?
Thanks, Paul. I don't have too much, just that we wanted to let you know that we flew the memorial flags in memory of our 3 members who passed away this month on Memorial Day, and for all those Connecticut people who passed away also from the virus. Bocce plans are coming along. It looks like Monday night is good. Friday is pretty iffy as to who's going to play and how many. So we'll take a look at that when we get closer. And I have 2 poems to read at the end. That's it for me.
That must mean it's my turn.
It must be.
What a transition we have. After 13 weeks of reports, that's it for me. Means it's time to go to me. All right. So to follow up on Paul and the phase 1 opening, let's go for a little tour, shall we? So as Paul said, he's been doing a lot of work. Brian and Lisa Farrell have been down at the club. They've been cleaning. They've been moving things around. So for this week, we certainly want to put them at the status of MVP. They've been doing a lot of stuff. They've been talking to Jamie Fox. Foxy has been fantastic. He's going to help us to get ready for our opening next week. So this is what you should see when you come to the club next week on the 1st. You'll notice this is your check-in table right here. There's an entrance in and an entrance or an exit out, right? So you'll see signage there. In front of the pavilion, you're going to see some handicap parking. We've moved the parking down. So kind of a neat thing. When you pull into the parking lot, come in slow because you're going to see an area where you have some bocce spectators will be on the side here. So we've taken these six slots right here, parking spots, and we've designated them with some benches here and then some round tables with umbrellas to cover, because we know some people might wilt in the sun. We want to make sure we take care of them. Bocce courts will be for practice, 4 to each court, while we go through the phase 1 section for at least the next couple weeks. So you're going to see some important things. In the backside, you'll see some more tables that are set up, which are awesome. Again, there's going to be designated areas so we can socially distance from each other. There's pavilion tables that are set up inside so you can watch the viewing there. You'll see some stuff there. Some more pavilion area there. So there's probably room for about 15 in there. And then you're going to see lots of signage. So when you come in, you're going to see a little bit of information, which is pretty generic to COVID. It gives an overview of best practices to not pass on any kind of germs. So you'll see those there. We'll have some other signage. All right, keep calm, wash your hands. All right, so you'll see that. You'll see that we have 2 sanitizing stations. Actually, 1 sanitizing station outside. There'll be sanitizer all over the place. But you'll see sanitizing station where there's going to be antibacterial foam, where the hot and cold water runs in a new sink that we have out there. There'll be signs that remind you only 4 people max per court while you're playing. So there's a lot of signage. There's a lot of new things that you'll see. There's a lot of room that we're going to take advantage of on the outside. Again, Brian's done a very nice job. When you come in, there'll be an ambassador that we set up, which will, in essence, sign you into the property. So we're going to have 1 person responsible for that. At the same time, they should be able to hit you with a thermometer reading, infrared thermometer. We have 2 on order, and then Paul got 1 that he's ordered from the States, so we'll have 3. That's just to check everyone when they come in, so they feel, that we have at least that portion of it covered. You should get a sticker. That's going to help the ambassador to determine who's been checked, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. And then you'll see in the area again where we started when you come in. This is a roped area right here. So all of this area is roped all the way to the back where the opening tables are right there. So there's one entrance to this area. And then the bocce courts are going to be bocce players only. That's so we can be in compliance with the state regulations. So we look like we've covered most of our grounds right now, and we look like we're in good shape right now. Again, Foxy's taking care of the signage, so as Paul said, we'll walk through the grounds after, make sure everything's in the right spot. Bathrooms downstairs will be open. We do have sanitizer down there, so we can disinfect the sinks, handles, any door handles that anyone's going to touch. They're kind of on an emergency basis only. So we're looking forward to getting everyone back. And then there'll be, when you walk in, when you see the pavilion, there'll be a large sign also, which will give you kind of the protocol for the club rules as far as come in, check in, utilize the sink to wash your hands if you're going to play bocce. Make sure you keep your proper social distancing. After you're finished playing bocce, make sure you wash your hands, and should be good. We're going to be sending out an email about bocce this week. Mark Hill, Al Zapp, Jimmy Healy are all going to be giving you an advanced checkout of what the league is going to look like. It's going to start in July 7th, which is the Tuesday after the 4th of July weekend. So we're excited about that. So we got 4 weeks to practice, and it puts everybody, at least for this year, 7 weeks into the season under the normal circumstances, in a complete deadlock for first place, tied. So everybody's pretty excited about that, which for someone like Mr. Salvatore's team, that's as close as they're going to be to first place 7 weeks into the season, probably in the last decade. So we're in good shape. That's all I have, and let me send it back to Lynn.
Thank you, Chris.
Wait.
So I received one poem, and I wrote one because I was hoping for more. This one is from Marie Peluso. The courts are quiet, the grill is cold, the doors are locked, no wine to be sold. But May is fading into June, and PTS will reopen soon. Some things will be different, at least for a while, but if you all follow the rules, we'll return Italian style. Yay, very good. Here's mine. Hair. Shaggy dogs or curly tops, permed past due or manic mops, stripes of gray or blonde no more, everyone is looking poor. Hair too long or none on top, all can't wait to trim their locks. Businesses may open to ply their wares, but I don't care. As for me, I'm not going anywhere till I can fix this hair.
Hey, Lynn, is there going to be a winner? Are you next week? Are you going to announce?
Do you want to vote on all of them?
I think it's fair.
Okay.
You'll have to organize something, but
You can do it by executive order, Lynn.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
I can't.
speaking
I
of
wrote
winners-
half of them. I have to be impartial.
speaking of winners,
Yeah.
let's go to what people really want to know about.
Yeah.
They want to know about the PTS lookalike grand finale, right? That's what they're waiting for. They've been waiting. They know the club is getting ready to open pretty soon. They knew we weren't going to post this until we're almost ready to open, because they're going to be seeing people that they know and love. Next week, they're going to call them by their new names. Let's give
Chris,
you a rundown of some people you might see next week coming down. Maybe you see Tom Pellegrini, Mr. Burns. Fantastic. All right. Tomorrow night, we're going to see this again. The whole kit and caboodle, the grand finale, finally here. Everyone's been waiting for it all season. There it is. PTS lookalike grand finale. Get your votes in. It's not too late. This is your last chance to get them all in. And that's all I have for tonight. Club's opening. Better be ready.
Chris, is it true that you're going to have an autograph table and a red carpet for the winners to come down?
There is an opportunity for you to get autographs. They can sign their real name and their lookalike name. It's going to be fantastic, as I like to say, fantastic. And it's going to happen.
Al Zapp has been wondering what he won for how many weeks is we going? Every week he asks me, what did I win? What did I win?
I think we're going to have to go to the bar committee and see if they're going to pony up something for the winners. They should at least, for the harassment that they're going to get, they should at least get a free drink out of this or something. So tomorrow night, look for it on your email.
All right, Paul, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, I just a couple things. A shout out again to Lisa and Brian Farrell doing an unbelievable job getting the club ready and having it look as great as it does. Chris Cody for continuing with the communications and all. And I believe this week is the last week for our member-to-member food dinners deliveries. But again, if you have needs, get a hold of Chris and his team. We've got people that can help you. So we'll have that. And the one other thing is, as we open in phase one, we won't be selling liquor or we won't be selling beverages or food in our initial phase one. So you're going to be allowed to bring it down, but remember, no glass and no coolers. And it should just be enough for yourselves. We don't want it to be shared as a party type of thing.
Paul, remember what you bring in, you bring out, right?
Right, it's just like the national parks. If you bring it in, you have to bring it out either to the back end of our trash dumpster in the back, or you bring it home.
Awesome.
Because we want to keep as much as possible, avoid any contact.
Yep.
So with that, I just, getting excited about us opening, and hopefully we'll have good weather. So with that, thanks and
All
stay
right.
healthy.
Thank you, everybody.